Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind.
Hey guys, and welcome to what is truthfully the day 99, and the topic of today is pickup soccer. I just actually finished playing 2 hours of pickup. It was really nice, had a really good time. Weather was fantastic. And pickup soccer is something I've run pretty much off and on since the first time I was in the States in Grand Rapids, at least in 2009. Word of mouth, then sort of texts and emails, and finally just a Facebook group, and then of course back to today when I just put it on again back via sort of private messaging people because I didn't want too many, and I just wanted a small private sort of select group. And because of the size of pickup soccer now, it's no longer just a sort of informal bunch of mates getting together and having a bit of fun on a Friday night. It's outgrown what it initially started as, which has led to growing pains or problems. And I guess the topic of this video is just me to sort of talk to the camera about what I feel has changed or what hasn't changed, and what's important stays the same. I mean, I guess we'll start with free kicks. When people commit fouls at pickup, there's 3 types of fouls. There's the first type, which isn't really a foul, which is it's a foul according to the current indoor soccer regulations, as in a slide or a lean across someone a bit too hard, that a referee indoor soccer would give and most other refs in the Premier League would not, and that is a problem. All of us who play in the indoor pickup group, almost entirely, with the exception of maybe 10 or 12 of us out of 200, have never played 11s refereed outdoors with professional refs. Probably even less than that, in fact. I wouldn't consider the Grand Rapids refs ever official refs. And I don't think we can try to hold pickup to the sort of Premier League standard. I don't think that's a realistic aim. I think it has to be kept to the level of refereeing that everyone's used to who plays recreationally indoors at Soccer Zone or outdoors in East GR, which is no slides, no hard tackles, even if you come through someone to get the ball. It's not a perfect system. I get that it's not a perfect system. Other types of fouls are committed by, you see a lot of these, players who are new to pickup soccer or new to playing soccer that just miss the ball and hit the player. You know, ball's in one spot, fast guy moves it, other player's ready coming in to tackle him and misses and hits the ball, hits the player. Happens a lot, happens way more than it should do. Sometimes it's really just a slight nick, other times it's quite a bad hit. I won't lie, I don't really know what to do in those situations. It should be a free kick, right? But it isn't. Playing it back to the goalie every time sort of ruins the flow of the play. And of course the third area of fouls is handballs, which again we've done lots of different strategies over the years. We've had the strategy where if it ever touches someone's hand, even accidentally, it goes back to the other keeper. Then we moved to last year where it's just play on, unless like you literally score off a handball. But then that runs into issues where, you know, a player controls the ball with their hand and then leads to that team scoring. Say we had a case today where a long ball came in from the goalie into the one player, and as it came down, it bounced up high, but not even deliberately, just hit the underside of his elbow, and because of that, landed perfectly for the shot. He took the shot on and scored, but then he didn't claim the goal. He just said, no, handball, we played it back to the keeper. It's not easy. I don't think we can go with, from a decision perspective, I don't think the right decision is the decision that benefits the best players or necessarily the few players who want to run how it works. I think the decision needs to be made that's in the interest of the group as a whole and in pickup soccer as a whole. Now, I know that's tricky because some people, like even as far back as 4 or 5 years ago, like you'd have the Vrogendui twins, Isaac and Luke, they'd go real hard in on each other. Not sure why the camera cut out there, but back to it. The Vrogendui twins, Isaac and Luke, would go in really hard on each other and absolutely foul each other and be like muscling each other to the ground. But of course, no one watching it really thought it's a foul. It's just two twins going at each other in a friendly, bantery sort of way. and it's I just don't know how to treat and react to those types of fouls. Because the size of the group now, it's no longer just a bunch of 4 or 5 friends having fun on a Friday night, and you can't pretend that it is or police it the way that it used to be. Hopefully once this quarantine order is lifted, we'll go back to playing regularly. I'm probably going to try and play at least 3 times a week, legs and health permitting, and weather of course too, and field space. But those are some of the bigger questions. I think we've come to a really good place when it comes to picking teams right now. I think we almost always have pretty competitive teams, and people, as long as you have competitive captains, they will always pick the best players for their current team at the time. I'm not saying it's like some players work better well with the others, for sure, but as long as you have captains that are trying to pick competitively, then you're going to have pretty balanced teams, and we saw pretty balanced teams today, which was good. We lost the first game 5-3, won the second game 7-5. It was good games. I think the problem rises when you have people like, let the 2 youngest girls be captains, and then it sort of becomes random. I do not believe in randomizing captains or randomizing teams for a good pickup experience. I have heard a lot of comments from other people, many people who don't play pickup soccer, that it's not a fair or Christian way to do things. Actually, I remember a comment being made to me that it's un-Christian to pick teams the way that I do, but I feel it's in the best interest of the group. And if a reasonable case can be made that in the best interests of 200 people there, that there's a better way of doing things, I'm very likely to want to change, or at least think about changing, or maybe poll the group or something. Anyway, I can't believe it took me till day 99 to really do a video about pickup soccer, but those are some of the bigger issues facing pickup soccer, and I wouldn't say I had solutions for it all right now, but maybe at some point I will. See how it goes. All the best, folks. See you tomorrow for the last set video.